Well, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the live coin Q&A. And we have our expert panel of coin enthusiasts that you all know and love. Hope everyone's doing pretty good this evening. I see we have Kevin, James, Eric popped in for a few moments. Thank you guys. We even saw Ida somewhere in there, and Yada 99. A few people, so I'm sure they'll all come in. And then we have Mr. Coin Dragon that just joined us.
Hi everyone.
He's really excited to be here.
Sorry to wake you up during your nap time, but
sleepy Coin Dragon.
Oh, we dragons need our beauty sleep.
Yeah. Where's your picture? Do you have your flask with you? No, I'm just kidding.
Do it. Oh, next time.
All right. So I figure we're gonna go around the horn, do a quick little introduction of our panel members, and we're gonna start to my left, which is the blank spot over here. No, actually, Eric. Eric, you're up to bat.
Yep. Oh, you're on my left too. I guess. All right.
Right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Bartholomew, aka Blues Coins, and welcome to the show tonight. Always excited about the Monday night live Q&A show. I'm a set collector, variety and errors, and I troll around on eBay trying to find some good deals on some stuff. Working on right now, I got like 200 OBW rolls that I'm trying to put in order and see exactly what I have and what I don't have, and trying to get a set together of OBW rolls from at least 1959 up to date, and then work backwards from there. So that's been really exciting and a trying kind of collection that I'm trying to get together. But other than that, I just been here and trying to do my thing and trying to do it right. So welcome everyone.
Welcome, Eric. I figure we'll snake it along. So,
All right.
Mr. Mantrick is up next. Shay.
Hey, everybody. I am Shay, also known as Mantic Coins, and I collect just about every type of coin, every denomination of coin varieties. I have an affliction. I have a particular affection for 2-cent pieces, and I collect Lincoln cents, quarters, dimes, nickels, half dollars. So you see, and dollars. So you see everything. Anyway, I'm working on that 2-cent collection as one thing that I'll always be working on. The other thing right now, specifically in the Lincoln cents, I'm working on a 1959D and a 1960D RPM set. So they're like some of the biggest numbers of possible RPMs that there can be. So yeah, it makes you go a little crazy. So
the not so short set.
Yeah. I picked the longest set I could possibly ever find. But thank you all for being here.
Do it right.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging in there. We had our bye week last week, and it's just to give us a little bit of rest. But thank you guys for continuing to send in great images and emails and questions. We have a great lineup for you tonight, so I'm excited.
Woohoo! Woohoo! All right, Jeff, you're up next, sir.
All right. Hello, my name is Jeff Stanley. I have a YouTube channel, Jeff Stanley Coins and Octane. And I say this every week, I got to get some more content out there for you guys. But it's been, crazy with work, crazy with all this this COVID stuff, because I work in healthcare IT. It's been a little nuts, but things will hopefully calm down here really soon. My collecting interests stem to everything. I mean, I collected all Lincoln head cents, Indian head cents. I hit pretty hard. My big focus has been Jefferson nickels. I am working right now on a NGC registry set. Doing pretty well with that. And I also collect and or look for new varieties, particularly with modern Jefferson nickels. And it's been kind of tough because I have not been able to get boxes or coin roll on it, but I'm still finding them in change out there. So it's been kind of nice. Should get a box here really soon. It'd be nice to break down a box and do that for a live stream, I think, one night. And that's, but again, I collect everything. It's me in a nutshell.
Jeff, there surely is more.
There's plenty.
There is, and don't call him Shirley.
Yeah. Seamus, are you around?
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. My name's Carl, also CMUS Omaha, and I'm one of the newer folks on the panel here, and I still feel quite flattered for them inviting me along. I still think all they wanted me for was a mascot, and I'm trying to live up to that as much as I can. My big interest is in BU rolls of Lincoln Memorial cents at the moment, looking for varieties and errors and keeping one for myself and selling the other ones on eBay. I collect modern U.S. coins. I have complete sets of most of them, but I'm starting to work, have in mind for Buffalo nickels, Mercury dimes, and standing Liberty halves, or walking Liberty halves, I mean. And I do some coin roll hunting of quarters when I can. I like those, and pennies. And here in the panel, I won't try to pretend I know something when I don't. And I like to ask questions on the topic at hand that might provoke more discussion for the coin that we're looking at that maybe others might have a question on. I only like to chime in when I know something about the topic, but I'm learning all the time. I don't claim to know everything, and you can probably tell I'm posting questions in the Facebook Q&A all the time. So, and I'm getting the answers that I'm looking for. So welcome everybody, and I think we got some good coins for you to see tonight.
All right. Thanks, Carl. And then up next, the cherry picking extraordinaire, Adam.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. I just started doing the panel here for the last few weeks, and really enjoy it. I've been an avid cherry picker for a while now. Been cherry picking eBay and cherry pick some of the shows when I go. I like Franklin half dollars. I do a lot of the Bugs Bunny varieties, and I like Lincoln cents too. I like to find new varieties for Lincolns and send those off to Wexler or Wiles or Chuck when he has time. So that's what I do.
All right. Thank you, Adam. And then we have Mr. Dragon. Good evening, Dragon.
Good evening. That would be me. Hi, I'm Frank, aka Coin Dragon. Pretty much everybody knows what I collect, but for the new folks, I am really heavy duty into the wood grain cents, aka woodies, the improper alloy mixtures. I've got a nice Dansco going to those. I've been collecting errors and varieties on and off for about a quarter century or so. Let's see. Lately, I've been getting into the. My short set is going to be a silver rosy set, BU1. I used to have one, and it was kind of cool. So, figure what the heck, So, after that, I really can't say anything. It's a little bit of everything. It's pretty eclectic, but this is my favorite time of the week. I hope it's yours too. Welcome.
All right. Thank you, Frank. And that just leaves one more person. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sean. You guys know me as Blue Ridge Silverhound on YouTube. I collect just about everything. These days, I've been getting back into obsolete currency. Kind of a very eclectic, collecting direction. But idea to break from type set collecting, and just going through rolls. Yeah, it's fun, and I like discovery, and it's a great learning experience. You can learn details coins by going through rolls and bags and all that great stuff. You can learn about varieties, errors. I mean, it's awesome. And I've been doing it for a long, long time, and I guess I ain't gonna quit. That's for sure. But that's about it. We're happy to see you today, and I think it's high time that we are back on the saddle. Someone had mentioned that last week nobody received a notification, which normally you would if you hit the bell icon on the live coin Q&A channel. We do have a bye week. I'd say, was it, Shay, once a month? Sounds accurate. Yeah. We like to do it like beginning of the month, and then you get the other 3-4 weeks, of unadulterated coin fun, or coin porn is what they call it in the biz. But anyways, we are ready to go. Shay's like, yeah, you're on mute.
It's the last Monday of every month we have a bye.
Oh, last Monday of every month. There you go. Figure it's either the beginning or the end. All right. Did we have a mainline topic that we were going to discuss this evening?
I got ideas.
I figure we just shoot from the hip and just, get a collective. Eric, what are you laughing at? Yeah, you have something you would talk about? You're on mute too.
There was one I threw out that was, landmines and eBay that we know about. Without getting up from your desk, show us what you're working on right now on your desk. Was another thing I was thinking of.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You don't want to see my desk.
Like, you cannot turn around. You can't reach for anything. What is on your desk right now? One thing. It better be a variety or an error.
I could do
You have this 1964 Washington quarter with a lamination sticking right off of it.
Sweet.
You can't see it from there, but yeah, it's a retained lamination piece. Look up just enough so that way you can peel that sucker and.
Blues is getting up. He's cheating. You're cheating, Blues. Here, I got something right here.
I got a 51 and a PCI holder, and it's the Bugs Bunny variety.
Sweet.
Good old 8-sided PCI holder.
I was about to guess Bugs Bunny, but yeah.
I got a 2015 Homestead DDR.
Number 4, right?
Yeah.
Double pump.
I like that one.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's like, how did it get that far off?
But I also got a 1962 proof DDO 14 that I picked out of a roll last night.
Yeah, that's
Actually, not a roll, out of mint plastic. Sorry.
Eric, that was not on your desk. Who are you kidding?
He's got a big desk.
I got a big desk. This is what I'm working on. I got 4 boxes like this that I'm working on.
Are they all
And
memorials?
this right here is a complete run from 1909 to 1930 PD and S minus 3 key dates. SVDB, 14D.
And yes.
22 plane.
No, I got almost a
I have
22 plane.
I have a roll of the 22 plane. No problem.
Yeah, I almost got a complete roll of 22Ds though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that has been my project, and I'm telling you, when you start looking at 10,000 coins and trying to put them in dates, you kind of want to go do something else. That's what I've been working on off and on for the last month. It is a pain, but it needed to be done. I'm glad I'm getting it done. But I even found a 14D in one of the rolls.
Wow.
I know.
What
It's in really crappy condition.
What grade is it? Is it like good VG or
Good.
Yeah,
It's-
that seems like the only grade you find in those is just they're so tough.
It's
yeah?
it's good. It's good details.
Good details.
It's got details,
Which is
and it's
about
good.
most of them that you find.
Fair details. I got a UFO.
Jeff, what do you have there?
Oh, what I've got a couple of, and it's usually not like this. It just so happens it's all nickels right now. These are a couple of new.
The penny is mine. Carl's.
Yeah.
Where did
What
Jeff
happened?
go?
I guess I hurt his feelings.
Is this a new date of penny you're searching these days?
I don't know. This,
Oh, yeah.
if you want me to take my turn while Jeff's figuring out if he's coming or going.
He's back.
You can't see me?
No, you
just
came and left. Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. Yeah, this is new Brian Rybar attributions that he gave me. This is a 2014 P double die reverse 022.
Awesome.
And then 2020 010. These are all 1955 little tiny cuds that I found, 1955D that I found in a roll. This is something coming to my good friend Blues, Eric. He's going to get this soon.
Well, what is it?
Just some nickels, I promised you.
I'm guessing coins.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to get a set of all of the, during the years 2005 to 2010, the mint sets did not include business strike coins. They were all satin strikes. I've been trying to accumulate rolls so that I can get decent submittable coins for those years. And slowly but surely, I'm getting the rolls together. And I'll probably wind up, selling some sets.
Did you find your 2009s?
I have not found a reasonably priced 2009. I think that I need to change my reasonable price on those. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just be realistic and pay through the nose for those. This guy came. This is a Full Step Nickel Club.
Wow.
Segs that I got dirt cheap. So
Excellent.
yeah, I couldn't pass up on it. I wasn't gonna let it go.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of 70s OBW nickel rolls. Found a bunch of full steps. Very nice coins.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been me.
Very nice.
I got
Corn or something.
I found these nice 1960 small day Denvers, and first I found the double die obverse with an RPM on it, and on the reverse is a documented rim cud. That's found on cuds on coins.
That's a big one.
Let's see.
Wow.
It's got a RPM is recognized by copper coins and Wexler, and it's a dual variety. It's got an RPM and a double die obverse in God We Trust.
What kind of scope do you use?
Baby cut.
This is a Celestron, 5 megapixels. There's the RPM again.
Nice.
The doubling on this particular dye state is poor. You can barely see it. And I think it's back this way. Here's the doubling on the GO of God right there, and then on the top of there, and then the rest of it, that's the best that you can see on this particular one.
Well,
And on top of that, it has a dye clash, which is documented on Mad Dye Clashes.
oh, sweet. Right there at the one.
Wow. Very
Super
cool.
factor.
Very cool.
Well, it had. I'll have to go find that picture in a different file, I think, to show that it's on the reverse in states. But this is part of the clash there as well.
Yeah, they tried hard to get rid of that.
Yeah.
So I found 13 of those in 2 rolls, all brilliant uncirculated.
Where'd you get that roll from, Chuck?
I wish I could say I did. They were from Chief Coin Supply. I think I got those from. Yeah, Chief Coin Supply.
Etsy.
Etsy.
eBay has a genuine Indian head set on one end.
Not searched.
I'm going to share that other photo of the dye clash on the reverse.
That's really cool, Cara. That's a superfecta.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Wow, very cool.
That's the bottom of the bust on Lincoln showing through on that clash. So that's it. So it's a dual variety.
It has a lot going for it. I'll say that.
Yeah, dual variety.
Yeah.
And it's got a great rim cut and a die clash.
Love it.
I would sell a few of them and see what they go for. You might get some money for them.
I think I've got them on my eBay store already.
Oh, do you?
Put them up, buy it now for 14.
Okay.
There's a plug.
There you go.
$1,400. Yeah.
Maybe we'll end up on Blue Ridge's pocket change report.
Maybe. Yeah. It has to sell Thursday or Friday for it to be eligible.
There you go. I just got some weird thing on this coin UFO. There's like 4 strange circles on it, and it's underneath the copper plating. I can't figure it out.
Under the O of and under the S.
Yeah, they're like Cheerios.
Huh. Oh yeah, look at that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got donuts.
Yeah, I'm like, what got under my plating?
Got a face.
What?
Your chocolate is in my peanut butter.
Are those raised? Can you feel those?
They are raised.
Wow.
I've gotten every explanation from, sunken in blisters to, just something goofy on the zinc planchet that got plated. But it's a repeated error. It's more than one of them that I found.
In the same spot?
In the exact same spot. It's almost like the Olympic circles.
Or crop circles?
Or crop circles, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That just adds to the curiosity of finding more than one identical.
Yeah, because wouldn't that be a dye issue then?
Yeah.
It's definitely raised, and it's under the plating.
Huh.
So we shall see.
I think it's one of the bats from that Samoa quarter.
Guano.
I would look into that.
if you send it to the live Q&A show email address, we'll look at it, authenticate it, and then talk about it on the show for you.
Oh, great idea. I never even thought of that. Hold on a second.
I kind of like the bat theory.
All right, I'll be quiet now.
That's info@liveqa.com.
That's pretty bad when panel members are sending emails to us and we're going, what's this?
Oh, some of us, myself included, are the worst.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to name no names, Jeff, but thanks.
Paula mentions rinse droplets, and she wants you to take plenty of pictures, Coin Dragon, of all the examples.
Oh, yes. Lots of pictures.
Did we all go? Did you go yet?
I think everybody went.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
you want me to load up the first email? We ready to go? Get this.
Yeah, let's see comments.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll read from T. Logan, Buffalo nickel in half with major lamination. Here's a half of a Buffalo nickel with a major lamination on the reverse. The coin weighs 2.2 grams. Please help us understand what happened, what has happened here, and the possible value. Thank you very much.
Buffalo turds.
Split planchet.
Oh.
Split planchet. My fault.
They look split.
Yeah, split planchet after strike. I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it appears based off of that little piece that's still on there, because who was I talking? I think I was talking to Paula about this coin, in that it was probably a clamshell at one point, and it just got forced apart.
Very cool, though. Wow.
Yeah, it is very
Yeah.
cool.
It's almost right in half, too. It's 2.2 grams is just shy of half of what the total weight should have been.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean, for saying it. Possibly a clamshell that got split, because I'm looking at it going, what's a half of a buffalo?
I was expecting like half, like cut in half, like,
Yeah.
half, like a straight clip or something, but
A laser nickel, yes.
All right, that is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no signs of it being tooled or cut like that or anything. That thing definitely was the planchet definitely split.
Yeah, a split planchet has a very distinct appearance to it.
As often as these coins that are found, is this something that could be considered to be slabbed just for preservation, if anything? Anybody?
I would slab it. But
Yeah, it's a slabbable coin. I mean, again,
it's got some value to it, probably.
Yeah.
Especially when they're split in
can't
half.
guarantee that I won't get a details grade,
Yeah.
but if it was something that you wanted to preserve for yourself, yeah, I would slab it.
Yeah.
You'd
I
have
would
to
at least put it
I'd
in
just
nice.
do annex. That's what I would do.
Yeah, this would
Yeah.
be an annex piece, no doubt.
Yeah.
you would have
Yeah,
a professional opinion of it.
I'd hate to see it get messed up, and at least getting it slabbed so it stays protected is, in my
Yeah, if-
opinion, a good idea.
Look, one of those quick slabs that you can do it yourself. They're super easy. You just snap together.
Well, yeah, but they're not airtight.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Are they?
Well, I think with a nickel composition, I'd worry less about the air tightness as opposed to, say, a copper coated zinc coin. don't know. I guess I wouldn't spend an arm and a leg to get this thing slabbed, which is why Adam had brought up the annex route. And I think that would work.
Yeah.
Even NGC is only $15 for a mint error, so, but you're still going to pay more for the grading fee.
Yeah.
Very cool. Constipated. Dual slabs and had both sides. That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, I really like the NGC multi-coin slabs. They're pretty neat.
All right, let's grab the next email. Thank you for sending that in, T. Logan.
All right, from Erica, in reference to a 1962 Philadelphia Jefferson nickel. 1962 P Jefferson nickel appears to have a dropped S south of the 2 in the date, where a modern day Jefferson would have a mint mark. This was an interesting discussion that we had on this, and at first it really fooled me.
Wow. The O in of.
Is it just a convenient die gouge?
Quite possibly. It's not a 5 that we've established.
No. One of the things that you need to pay attention to, and this got past me, you got to look at the letters of the coin and see if it matches the size and the design of the letters that are on it already. And that mark on the bottom of the rim that looks like an S does not match the same height of like the S in like in trust on the front.
Or even a piece of that S of any of them.
Kind of looks like a sideways O.
And drop letters on verses are very, very rare and almost impossible to explain at times.
You've got mail.
I'm having a hard time seeing that you could distinguish it as being any numeral or letter at all.
Yeah, and that's how I'm looking at it right now too.
I like that stain explanation too.
Because even if you rotate them around, but it looks like a serif, doesn't it, of something? A trumpet serif, piece of an E.
Got it. It just looks like an S to me, and I don't know. My knowledge on the dropped letter aspect is not very knowledgeable.
Man, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is a tough one because the coin is pretty well circulated, and at this stage in the game, staining and other various things kind of skew your perception when you're I'm having a hard time.
What's the pareidolia? Where your eyes play tricks on you?
Yeah.
It's still playing tricks on me.
I think that's what we have here. Traditionally, any drop letter that I've seen is a little bit more strong and robust on a coin. This one is it's very tough.
I just don't think there's enough there to make a determination on what it is.
Yeah.
Inconclusive.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to the comparing it to the other devices on the coin. One little tool I like to keep in my arsenal for just stuff like this. I've kept it mostly for bust halves, where when they're describing some of the older bust halves and some of the varieties in those, the book does not have pictures. Instead, it's an old enough book where his descriptions are written down and described in millimeters. One thing I picked up on was some of the scopes I've ordered come with a little calibration ruler that's in millimeters, and that could be very useful for something like this, where you're trying to compare size of devices and things like that. So don't throw that little calibration ruler away when you order a scope. Hold on to it, because it could definitely come in handy for stuff like this when you're trying to compare devices.
Yeah, there's also no S mint marks on the 72 nickel.
62?
60. Thank you.
All I'm seeing is like a little triangle piece that looks like a die gouge. Is there more than what I should be looking at? Is it something there by his jacket or farther away?
You might have just hit it too, Carl. I think it's just a fortuitous die gouge.
Yeah.
Because that triangle piece looks like it, could it be the part of a T in trust? Like the top serifs of a T. Yeah. Oh, I see it now. Thank you. Thank you. No, I without that, I was totally lost. I see it now. Wow.
You will lead them to greatness, Kalal.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got Shay playing Howard Cosell on the screen.
The problem was that this is a different size picture, so this mint mark would have had to shrink to almost a fourth of the size of the actual letter in trust.
Yeah.
To be that big, but anyway, all right. I have had my fun with Photoshop.
You got to show off the skills at least once.
I love coming across coins like that, because it really makes you think and dive into the diagnostics of it. And I learned a lot from the panel members discussing this on how to determine yes, no, maybe, kinda. And the big thing that I got out of it that really helped was the size. If it's not a match to any size of the letters that are on the face of the coin or the obverse of the coin, then it's your eyes playing tricks on you, and it's just a really well placed stain or little mark on it. And
you are definitely looking for the right stuff, though.
Yeah. I would think it'd be very far-fetched to have a drop letter from another denomination fall on, I'd fall on another one. I don't see that happening.
Mhm.
You know, I might have a little bit of a different view of that if I toured the mint facility and saw the presses next to each other, but they have to be pretty darn close for that to happen.
All right, I'll do this one from DJ NumisMatics regarding a capped die. I was wondering if there is any way to find out if this capped die close AM reverse scent is at 92. I included a picture of the obverse and reverse. I was also wondering if thought it would be worth grading or just selling as is. Thank you for your input.
Wowza.
Mm. Gosh.
Well, I couldn't fix the blurry.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a 92.
The big thing is you got to determine it's a 92.
Yeah, he wants, because if it's 92, it's a close AM.
Yeah, it could be a close or a wide AM or a normal
It'd be a
reverse.
5-figure coin if it was.
That's why you guys send us good pics so that we can tell you stuff like that. This just
Absolutely.
But it is a really nice cap die and a good find.
You can almost imagine the 1990 something there, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see something like that.
1990 itself seems to have an awful lot of grease streaks, strange errors, narrowed letters, things like that. So could be a 90. I'm not trying to dash anyone's hopes, but just saying. It looks wrong too, the font and everything for 92.
Well, you go through enough coin rolls and stuff, you can pick that stuff out. Just from almost, you know, like eye memory, seeing it before, seeing it over and over.
In the chat, Sam760 has a pretty good tip, I think, is if you just squint just right. I might try that. Make my scope squint just right.
There you go. Take 10 shots, stand on your head, and then take the picture. Yeah. Can I see the reverse really quick one more time, Shay? Please? I had a thought. That looks like a copper cent, which would definitely roll out a 92.
Mm-hmm.
I usually look at the urns on the memorial. They seem to be wear the first to get the copper off and show zinc underneath.
Yeah. Any high point. Yeah, or in the up by the lettering. If you look really close to the rim, you'll see it ripped a lot.
Yeah.
So this could be a pre-81 or a post-81.
Yeah. Free
Hey,
80.
48 state
Pre-80.
prospecting, no questions to Billy. There you go.
We'd love to see DJ send some better pictures of the reverse too.
It looks copper to me.
I agree.
The head looks really close to the. I mean, it could be because of the capping, but it smears everything.
Common sense measures.
Anybody want to answer 48 state's question?
What do they call a cap die? It
Why did
is,
the capitalize?
Why did
if I'm not mistaken, it's just use your words.
A coin literally sticks to the hammer die, and it does not dislodge right away. So it will continue to strike other coins with that. Just call it a hat. It's the hammer die is wearing a coin on its head, and
Like a bottle cap.
Exactly. Yeah. and it's continuing to strike other coins until a mint employee identifies it and they dislodge it. You know, it's a freak accident, and the coins with the strike through die cap are a little bit easier to find, but finding the actual cap that has set on that hammer die after a few hundred strikes, those are pretty tough. That's why those errors, the capped pieces, sell for ridiculous amounts of money. But the actual capped dies, you find them a little bit more frequently, if that makes sense. I found my fair share of them over the years.
Well, the Riddler will probably catch the caps themselves most of the time before they even leave the mint.
But they have a post-strike Riddler? I thought that was like post-punch.
I thought so. I could be wrong.
Post-planchet. Post-blank punch, sorry.
Like after they go into the bin, yeah.
But before, I thought it was before the strike, but oh.
Quite possibly. Yeah. I don't think they do have something like that now. Because it goes right into those gigantic bins.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It went right to the bin, the little cart. Well, cool. Very, very nice coin. Thank you for sending that in.
We like those.
Yeah, and we're sorry we're not able to determine if this is a 92 close AM. That's a little bit of a stretch. The date is a very important piece to the puzzle, as you would imagine. But thank you.
That's a good analogy, 48 state, an aluminum can on your shoe.
Yeah, did we ever ask DJ what it weighs?
I don't believe so.
Paula did in chat.
Is DJ around? I mean, in the emails, did we ever reply that?
I don't know.
Hey Diana, if you have photos, you should send us some photos of that. I'm sure it was something that was, put together aftermarket, so it'd be post-mint occurring. But yeah, we could take a look at it if you want.
Reverse dime instead of an obverse penny. Interesting. Okay, I'll get this one. From Lyman S. regarding 2020D Lincoln set. Hello, panel and loyal viewers. Sean from Blue Ridge Silverhound, right there, has always told us to check our pocket change. This is a recent find from mine. You can clearly see a couple of shield bars and a partial word unum on the obverse, as well as the bottom of Lincoln's nose and lips on the reverse. I'll dub it, quote unquote, lip service, since Lincoln appears to be kissing the shield. I love that. And I know exactly what this is because I just found one too. And it's got lettering. Oh, gosh.
Goodness.
Very nice.
It's a deep one.
Wow.
That's sweet.
Oh, that is such a pretty clash.
That just happened, and they hadn't caught that yet. Ooh, and Denver too. Denver usually doesn't mess up this bad.
Jeff, you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm like, is that a Denver coin? I mean, come on now.
It's a brave thing to go through
Look
rolls.
at that. Oh, that's so cool.
Wow.
Now I wish I had sold
Check
that
mine
Denver
out.
box to Chuck.
There it is.
Yes, I got a couple Denver boxes, and I sold them both.
Yeah, you can see the chin right there, some lips.
Oh, mine does, but it goes up into the ribbon that says 1 cent, so it's kind of blocked.
So the final determination is die clash, and explain the die clash, how that happens.
Two dies smack together.
with
Not a planchet in between.
Not a planchet.
yeah.
The design from the reverse transfers onto the
That's
outburst and
pretty
vice
much
versa.
the Bugs Bunny. That's what causes that.
And several
Bingo.
can be made from the same clash dies.
Yeah, and after several strikes, it wears itself out. That's all. Several meaning several thousand, but yeah.
Wow, and to think you don't find anything on Denver minted coins. Shame on you guys. Shame on you. I love it.
You're not representing, man. Come on.
Maybe one of the Philadelphia Mint workers transferred to the Denver Mint.
That's exactly what happened. Yes.
They were shorthanded for a while, so.
Yeah, 2020, you know.
It was a funny year indeed.
That's just a fantastic clash. Thank you for sending that in.
Yeah. Beautiful coin. Love it. T. Logan, 1959 Franklin.
Uh-oh.
Hi, coolness out there. Just a fun Franklin I found digging through silver. Some old silver I picked up a long time ago. I just wanted to share and also know if this is a double chin scenario. The double chin scenario is known about, and it could possibly be related to a 1959 Bugs Bunny, the after and before of the Bugs.
Right. So
I love that. Yes. I know exactly.
hey.
There he is.
Goiter variety. Very nice.
Ooh, yeah, buddy.
That's the goiter variety. Very nice. Cherry picker variety, too.
Turkey neck.
Awesome.
I was just going to say, was that a turkey in the back?
I heard a turkey. I did.
Is that him out in the barn streaming?
Well done. Well done.
Very nice. That's very nice.
Yeah.
That is cool. Is that a chip or is it part of the clash?
It's die break. It's
Okay.
Well placed.
yeah, and it's called the goiter variety. It's actually a new cherry picker listing. So
Sweet.
Very
Soul
nice.
Sword.
Which mint did this come from?
that's Philadelphia.
Oh no, we couldn't have two coins from Denver on the show at the same time with problems, could we?
Actually, 58D Denver has a goiter clash also.
Did you hear about the explosion down at the Goiter Clinic?
Oh goodness.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah.
Is it a stream safe answer?
That's one of my favorite lines from MASH.
In the meantime, Paula has put a link out there for Cuts on Coins. You can take a look at this particular one.
You can also go on Franklin Lovers. I just Google Franklin Lovers, and it's a variety page for Franklins only. And you can find all kinds of varieties on there. If you want to look into Franklins, you can do that.
Yep. Wexler's got some, and so does Variety Vista, and then Franklin Lovers. I like that site. I like how it's laid out and stuff.
It sounds like a Coin Dragon fan club.
Yeah, it's got a very low membership fee too, Carl.
I don't see what all the flap is about, but
I got a coupon.
You got a coupon?
Oh, T. Logan, you can switch out the word scenario for anomaly. Just saying.
I've actually found one of these in Mint State, 64 full bell lines. So
Sweet.
You still have it?
Yeah, I kept it. It was one of those ones I was like, do I want to sell it or do I want to keep it? And I thought, I don't see a whole lot of these, so I'm going to hold on to it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I don't need the money that badly.
yeah. I'm trying to build my collection, but then you're like, oh, God, I could really use the $500 or whatever it is. And it's like, oh. So I keep some, sell some.
I think this next one is for Sean. Let's see.
Oh, yes. Donna from Michigan, $100 note. Thank you for taking time to look at this. Is this a mint error worth anything? This one will be quick.
A BPA error?
All right, so these new $100 Federal Reserve notes are loaded with all sorts of security features. However, what does not belong in this picture are those two semicircular lines on good old Franklin's face. And it's real simple. These are teller marks, all right? So they'll, or stamps. And they usually mark these.
Well, his left eye looks really bad. Why does it look?
It's all droopy.
Yeah.
He's extremely exhausted. After getting electrocuted so many times with that heat on that tight thing, yeah, it's.
He might have had a stroke.
Maybe.
He's got the turkey flap in that picture too.
Yeah, he's got that goiter going on. I see.
Yeah.
Why do tellers mark or stamp the currency?
That's generally, a lot of times you'll see them do that like on a stack of hundreds to kind of figure out where they've left off while they're doing their count or whatever. I know back in my restaurant management days, when I first got out of college, I managed a restaurant for a while. So I actually got into currency at the time because I was seeing currency pass through my fingers all the time, pulled out a lot of really cool notes out of circulation doing that job. But I know personally myself, I used to mark on bills when I was trying to do the count at the end of the night. Just to kind of keep myself straight, I would put my own marks on there, and the tellers do the same thing.
So is this something done with a pencil or?
Theirs probably they probably do theirs with a stamp of some sort. I used to do mine with an ink pen.
Yeah, like a rubber stamp of some sort.
Yeah,
that's what they use on these.
Yeah. Would there have been some sort of logo that all of it didn't transfer?
Well, this is a very partial part of that stamp. Usually they'll have a logo, some words, a date on there. Usually it'll be the banking institution information that's on that stamp.
Yeah. And I've seen them stamp straps, right? So they'll put a strap on there and then stamp it. Maybe this was just kind of over the edge.
Yeah.
The stamp that the tellers have is to certify that they've counted it a certain amount of times, and they're certifying that this is a strap of $10,000 in hundreds or whatever count they're going for.
Yeah. The more common teller stamp that you see that you don't want to see because theoretically it's considered damaged, but that's where they run the marker across all the notes in a strap or a bundle. So you see just the dark bleed of whatever marker they used on the edge, the margin.
Yeah. Before we get to that next one, there was a comment I wanted to bring up. Yeah. From Common Sense Measures, do you guys think the mint workers purposely create errors to keep and profit from?
Good question.
That is a great question.
I would think there are some errors that you're like, how did that happen? Like the nail struck on a nail error, or what was the? Was it a Roosevelt that was struck on a nail?
It was, yes, and it was slabbed, I think.
Yeah, and I was like,
come on.
There are just a bunch of like out of whack, erroneous type errors. Like the nail is a perfect example. Another one would be, what's that? The Silver Eagle that was struck on emery board or sandpaper. That's not. I mean, how does that come out?
That is not.
The Silver Eagle program at the Mint is such a white glove program that you would think that something like that would not get through.
And how would such a thing get out of the
what do you
Mint?
think about like the Sacagaweas, with the quarter?
Oh, the mules.
Yeah.
Yeah, the statehood mules.
So I'm pretty sure they're pretty strict with security, and they probably have metal detectors walking in and out now, but I don't know. Back in the day, shenanigans were afoot, I'm sure.
Or the 5 on a cheek.
Yeah, and Cindelicious mentions the Superbird.
It's not the first time this question's been asked or pondered.
Well, if you really wanted to, I guess, shake the hornet's nest, you'd probably go to some of those error dealers like Sullivan Numismatics and God, who's the other guy?
Fred Weinberg.
Yeah, Weinberg, and there was also another guy, the guy that made the 1970 quarter struck on the Canadian planchet famous. That guy.
I was thinking too that 1875 Indian head, they put the dot on to catch the thief. That's an interesting thing to look up too. But that's not, making an error to profit from. That's another interesting little thing.
Yeah, and how long do you have to hold on to it before they realize whose shift it was that did that thing?
Everybody empty your pockets now.
Yeah, so even if you did it, you'd have to wait for a long time, like once you retired or something, to actually get rid of it. Otherwise, they'd probably pin you with it.
There are a lot of things in numismatic history we will never understand. If you want something that'll blow your minds, ladies and gentlemen, so I think everyone on the panel here is familiar with the 1933 double eagle, the illegal coin that you're not supposed to own. Well, Sotheby's has one that's going to be auctioned off this summer, and it's going to be the one and only King Farouk piece, I believe. That he was able to smuggle out of the country by some backdoor type of deal with some dealer a long time ago. So I guess it made its way back into the country. It was confiscated by Mint officials, and somehow, some way, it ended up back to an estate, and it got sold to a few dealers over the course of its history, and then now it's in a public auction on Sotheby's. I think in June. So that's another example of a coin that
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the 1974 is a little different because they actually made 1 million of those before they destroyed them and then certified them destroyed, but they still somehow got out. So I guess the somehow they got out would be included in that.
Politicians probably.
Yeah, because they were given to politicians, if I'm not mistaken.
As opposed to somebody actually working the machine, making the mistake, the errors. But
or those ginormous chain strikes where it just looks like a big blob of metal. How the heck does that?
And I don't know where I got this motion of working the machine. But,
I'm sorry, I had to leave for a few minutes. Dog problem, but
can't.
My thoughts on the Mint error the Mint employees make for people that have Netflix. There's actually a good movie kind of out there called Coin Heist.
I've heard about that.
And
hey, I told you about that.
Yeah. Well, now
did you watch
everyone else? Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty good.
All I know is my wife thinks
movie, huh?
my wife thinks I'm a total geek because every movie that might have a coin shown, like the actor flips a coin, I'm like, ooh, look, it's a $1 million, or it's a, and she's like looking at me like I'm some kind of idiot. Like, who cares?
Hey, the bus doesn't point that way. What are they trying to pull here?
Top to get your nasty whiskey.
What's the movie I saw recently where they used a Liberty standing quarter, and I got all excited about it, and my wife made fun of me too.
Was that the Western movie?
What's it?
Or something.
Was that the Western movie with Tom Hanks, or was that the Barbie?
No. That was a roll of that was like a bunch of Liberty seated dimes.
Tom Hanks made a Western movie.
Yeah.
Coin flip.
Last movie I saw of him was he was on the beach playing with the soccer ball. So
It was like 1997. What? Come on.
All right, next one, because I can't stop the excitement I have for this one. Who's ready to read?
oh yeah.
I'll read it. 1992 D Close AM from Kevin Dobbs. Hello, Coinaholics. Look what I just found. Opinions, please. Stay healthy, guys and gals.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Oh man.
This coin's gonna make you sick.
I have a theory about all these errors popping up lately, and it has to do with the quote unquote shortage from last year.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Would you look
Ooh.
at it?
Wait, I think I see a gap.
That's pretty close.
Sharper design,
Yeah.
proof design.
yeah.
This and this, so it's a little to the right,
Offset.
Closer to the T.
offset, and we got to look at that FG. Yeah,
Look at
we
that.
got a straight G.
Yep.
So those are the three diagnostic points for a close AM. Of course, you got to have the closeness in the letters AM. And we have that.
Straight up G.
And we have the offset A. So on a wide AM, it'll be exactly in the center between these two T's. And where's my G?
And the distance between the F and the memorial base
Yep.
is significant too.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Is this a Philly or a Denver?
Denver.
Denver. Hey, another Denver coin.
So this is a lot closer. This is closer than the if you were to lay the F on its side, you would get something like this. My drawing's really bad, but
That's actually not bad at all, dude.
so
Looks like
on
a horse head.
oh wait, actually I have it reversed, don't I? So close AM has a wide gap and a wide AM has a close gap. There you go.
Yeah, the F would be close to the base.
Yeah. So this is
Little MD.
But- so you don't want to see a fancy G, and this doesn't have it. This has a straight G, but the fancy G looks more like that. So we don't have that, which is good. This is good.
There was a lot of conversation on this coin on one of the Facebook groups, and we actually had to request some more pictures of it, especially on the F and G. to make a determination on this.
Everybody okay? By a show of hands, tell everybody you're okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Count off.
UFO abduction.
Yeah,
50 cents.
I missed the donkey attack.
Don't get me started.
Has it got a little bit of corrosion on the obverse though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only shame about the whole coin.
So it'd probably get a details grade.
Yeah.
I'd be strangely okay with that. Dude.
Yeah.
AU details.
But you want to put it in a slab definitely because it looks like it's starting to have a little bit of the zinc rot there.
And you want to get the authentication,
Yeah.
so there's no more questions.
Sell it quick, baby. Sell it quick.
Yeah, I'd probably sell it because that's money in your pocket. I mean, with it being a damaged coin, you don't know if it's going to get worse. So yeah, I would definitely sell it.
And you can buy more.
Yep.
Yeah, just imagine you could take this coin, sell it, and buy like a VF graded drape bust dollar. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, buddy.
Like there's no comparison. Or, this is a nice mortgage payment that we're staring at right now.
55 double die MS65.
Good job, everybody,
Very
diving into this thing. And
All right. Well, for the people that heard that little episode, we're having problems with one of our dogs. So sorry if you heard crashing and banging, everything like that. But that's what happens when you have 6 dogs in the house and one decides to go eat crap on you.
Somebody let a cat in the house?
No, she's just terrible twos and doesn't think she needs to listen, and she got in trouble.
This is from Mark F. 6th edition Cherry Pickers Guide. Where can I purchase a 6th edition Cherry Pickers Guide? I saw that you showed one on one of your 2018 videos. I can't locate one, and I don't know if this has been officially released. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, I don't think it has been released yet.
No, it hasn't. They're on 5.
Volume 1 of the 6th edition has been released. I have one. But Volume 2, which starts with nickels or dimes?
half dimes.
Half dimes.
Yes.
Haven't come out yet.
Yeah. Volume 1 has half cents through
Nickels.
the miners, and then nickels, and then next volume picks up half dimes.
I found mine at a coin show in Council Bluffs, Iowa, along with a 5th edition volume 2, and I bought both of them for $15 a piece. The dealer didn't know what he had there.
Ask again in about 2 weeks. I'm going to try to get the inside scoop on that thing.
Sean has always promoted the Amazon digital version of Cherry Pickers Guides, but I don't know if the 6th edition are available on Amazon. Was it Kindles?
No, the new volume or whatever is not available. And man, this release has been plagued with problems for the last 8 to 12 months. Of course, we all know what we've been going through last year, just production issues. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're no longer with Whitman Publishing and they're going to Krause. So that's another thing that they're contending with as well, is a change in publisher for the book. So yeah, I'm not going to say it was doomed from the get-go. It's just really slow going. in addition to some of the contributors adding in their information a little bit later. So yeah, it's one thing after another. It will be released, and no, do not spend $1,000 on a cherry picker's guide. I know we're all, physical touch type people. I like to actually have a book and read through it and thumb through pages, and
Hey, but if you see it in a bookshop somewhere, you grab it.
half price books. I found a cherry picker's guide there, although it was like a volume 2 or something like that. An old one, but yeah, they'll pop up when you least expect them.
The new Strike It Rich with Pocket Change is supposed to be available in May. I
Yes.
pre-ordered one back late last year.
Potter. Nice.
And kept my receipt. So it's I expect it to come from the publisher, since that's who I pre-ordered from.
And I think that one's Krause too, right?
Let me look. Yeah, KP, Krause Publishing.
Yeah.
Or is that Ken Potter?
If he had his way, it would be Ken Potter. But no, I have
Yeah.
I have a little bit more faith in Krause Publishing getting this thing cranked out than Whitman. They've just been more reliable over the years.
I'm just happy I got mine when they were only $20.
Yeah, that's when I got mine too.
Way back in the day. Oh. All right. Let's see here. Oh. The next one is a follow-up. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Let me make this larger so I can see it here. From James Eubanks regarding 95 Lincoln Shield Cent Counter Brockage. Original email. I'm hoping you can help me with this coin. I guess it's a brockage, but I'm not sure. It looks like it's double struck and has been struck through a cap die. I've never found a coin like this before, and I know that you can tell me what is going on here. Thanks for all the help and keep up the great work. I remember this one.
Our old friend is back.
It is the precious.
I need a towel.
Check out my keyboard, yes.
So this coin actually ended up in Coin World, huh?
Too bad we can't determine if it's a DDO.
Oh, buddy.
And that's just being greedy.
Yeah, that's just being greedy. But if it's going to be that, it better be the DDO on top of it.
How amazing is that?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun researching this, going back and forth with some of the big wigs at Coin World, and it has been a very exciting trip for us panel members.
There was correspondence with Ken Potter and Mike Diamond on this.
Yeah, actually, Mike Diamond actually authenticated this coin. I believe he said he's heard of them. He has never seen one in person.
That's saying something right there.
So this is a very unique kind of a one-off kind of deal here.
So
Yeah, this is a white whale.
There's some card terminology there. White whale.
White whale.
So you
Rainbow
call it
unicorn.
a cap die strike with a secondary flip over counter brockage.
There we go.
Yeah, good luck fitting all that terminology on the slab label.
Yeah.
I sense many abbreviations in your future.
So I can read a little bit from the article made by Mike Diamond if you guys want to hear some of it. So,
Please.
No way.
Die caps attached to the hammer die leave behind tremendously variable designs on the coins they strike. Garden variety cap die strikes may feature a brockage, a mirror image incuse design, a counter brockage, a raised, expanded, correctly facing design, or an unexplained raised ghost image. More complex patterns may include correctly facing incuse design elements, as on shifted cap strikes, separate or intermingled brockage and counter brockage elements, duplicated elements raised incuse or both, and elements derived from both dies, and every conceivable mixture of all the above. The diversity exists in part because any kind of error coin can become a die cap. A die cap is simply a coin that sticks to the die and strikes at least one incoming planchet. There are no rules governing what kind of coin sticks to a die, how it's positioned within the striking chamber, or when die adhesion occurs. Additional variation arises from the mishaps a die cap experiences after it forms. It can collide directly with the opposing die, leaving a fresh raised image on the cap's working face, a clashed cap. It can be indented by one or more off-center planchets, and it can receive a centered or off-center impression from a normal coin or any type of error coin. An unusual chain of events led to a correspondingly peculiar cap die strike discovered by James Eubanks. This 95 Lincoln cent was struck through a late-stage obverse hammer die cap that allowed a raised ghost image of the obverse design to bleed through. On the right side, the ghost elements are overlain by the second set of raised elements that are expanded, correctly facing, and derived from the reverse design. It consists of the words United States and the first three letters of E pluribus. These elements occupy a slightly elevated oval area that represents the impression of a thin disk, and interpreted this feature as a secondary flip-over counter brockage. Immediately or shortly before this coin was struck, the die cap struck a flipped-over cent that intruded partway into the striking chamber. It's not entirely clear whether the cent emerged from this or a nearby striking chamber. The considerable distance between the counter brockage letters and the oval's internal margin suggests that the intrusive coin was either broad struck or struck off center, thereby explaining the thinness of the coin. This is the first secondary counter brockage and the first flip over counter brockage I've encountered. Shallow brockage of the Lincoln Memorial Central area can be seen just to the left of the oval's internal margin. This faint impression represents a clashed cap strike. The die cap made indirect contact with the reverse die in this area, picking up a fresh design that was transferred shortly thereafter to the planchet represented by this coin. It's not clear whether the clash preceded, followed, or coincided with the cap's impact against the flipped over error center. In any event, the secondary brockage contributes to a brockage counter brockage error, one of at least 8 types that can appear on a coin. Very cool. That was a great article, Mike Diamond. Man.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that, Shay?
Not even you guys can believe the world. It's let's see, page 42. I think. Nope, yep, page 42 of
page 42 to 58.
Yeah, it's the page 42 girl.
Yeah, this is the centerfold spread for the new world. James, from the bottom of my heart, man, on behalf of LiveCoin Q&A, thank you for bringing this to us first.
Yes.
I wasn't directly involved with all the fact finding about this coin, but I was sure as heck on the sidelines, man. This is a phenomenal find. Again, thank you for bringing it to the panel.
And thank you to Miss Paula for facilitating so much of this. It's awesome.
Shay,
And trying to pry it from your hands. From what
could you read the official designation of this again, slow and like pause in between each part, just to soak it in? Please.
Carl's like, I'm serious.
He really wants that.
It's a die cap counter blockage with a flipped over
Cap die strike with a secondary flip over counter blockage.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I thought there was more to it.
Well, there's a cap class too, a class cap too. Yeah.
It sounds like a figure skating move that you would be judged on.
Yeah. Yeah. Way to go, James.
Yeah, James, phenomenal find. Congratulations.
I'm just going to call it the king.
There's really no words that can be said for a coin like this and to be found.
All right, we have a question that's not so quick, but it's got a quick resolution, I think. Let me see here.
I don't think any coins after this one is going to live up to a par.
I need a cigarette.
Oh,
Maybe I should just kind of like zoom in a little bit and check it out.
And ladies and gentlemen, in 1892, Carson City, Morgan struck on a $20 Gold Eagle planchet. One day. Sorry, double eagle planchet.
well, it might as well be a double eagle, right?
Hey, double eagle, double the fun, right?
Double the jail time.
Double
So
let go.
true. Nobody has to know. Hey, Eric, this one's yours.
Oh man, there's a lot of words. Thank you. All right. From Alan B. Reference to could you tell me that I'm not crazy? I recently started collecting and I have come into a lot of buffalo nickels. I had the idea of using pictures and then trying different editing options to see if I could bring out details that were not readily apparent. I stress I have not done anything other than what was built in. I'm gonna get my glasses out.
You want to take over?
I can't. My hooked on phonics ain't helping me at all this week.
All right, I will take over somewhere around where you ended. I stress I have not done anything other than what is built in natively to the iPhone or in any way altered these photos of a 1936S. This is like a run-on sentence. Vintage buffalo nickel, but well after adjusting the settings for contrast, sharpness, and such, a lot of weird stuff started to show. Where's the period, man?
Now you see the problem I had. I couldn't.
Yeah, stuff started to show up, and I am hoping it's either just artificating from a, I guess that's a word, from a glitchy phone. I have noted multiple details, like a 5 on the, there's that 5 again. On the shoulder of the buffalo, signature next to the word cents and lots of numbers and such. Attached is an unaltered picture of the coin and a picture after fiddling with the setting and seeing if anything would show that was not readily apparent. And well, you tell me what I'm looking at. Please, any insight into what's going on would greatly appreciated. Again, thanks for helping me understand what's going on. I am an extreme novice at the moment. Hey, I know what ATM means. It's not for money. I love the channel, and I'm just curious, did I potentially stumble upon a way to see details on coins that have been lost due to wear and tear, or is this just a screwy iPhone doing screwy stuff and I have been staring at coins too long? The short answer is yes.
Yep. Your eyes will play tricks on you. It is amazing what you'll see when you start staring at coins long enough. Stuff is not there, but you're seeing it.
I agree. Especially really worn out coins with lots of unnatural toning or patina or staining. You do get a lot of things that really plays tricks with your eyes, especially if you've been hunting through coins for a good amount of time. Like if you were coin roll hunting and you were sitting there with a 10 times power magnifier for 2 hours going through that stuff, yeah, it really gets pretty bad. But anyways.
Well, there's a number of dangers of using special filters and other things. Because I mean, look, if you look, looking at that, maybe you'd start thinking that what was going on underneath the buffalo there. Look along his belly and the leg. But the danger, I guess, is that you're going to pick up stuff that may be just absolutely nothing. As you progress in the hobby, you're going to learn the difference between MD and dye deterioration and valuable doubling that comes, that's hub doubling from the hub and the dye being formed, the dye from the hub, and how that minting process works. Once you know that stuff, then no matter what the picture is, you can start pointing and saying, okay, well, this is just that. You're not going to get much different information from different filters on a camera. At least I don't think. I mean, really.
It's kind of like, a lot of time we're like in astronomy and stuff like that. That's where your filters and stuff come into play, because you're looking at light and you're trying to look at things in different wavelengths to see through things. The thing with the coin is everything's there on the surface. You don't need to apply the filters to see anything. The trick with photography with coins, I think, is trying to get as natural of a light as you possibly can. So that when you're showing that coin off, you're showing it the way that it appears to you under a natural light, not something artificial. That's why we struggle, especially with some of these modern scopes, to get decent pictures when they have the LED lights. I know personally, the panel knows how much I've struggled with trying to get decent pictures out of my scopes. I'm not, I don't have an expensive digital SLR camera. I'm using scopes and iPhones and trying to get decent pictures. It's difficult, especially on a little bit of a budget for that stuff. But yeah, everything, I don't think that the filters really should add anything to them. I think what you're going to pick up are some, like you're saying, some artifacts from trying to force the image to show things like show the light differently, how it's reflecting off. That's in that one filtered image you're showing. You're seeing a lot of different things there that really are not on that surface. It's just the way the light is bouncing off.
I've had trouble in the past trying to show a doubled die obverse on a penny when the die was abraded so badly that taking pictures of it, there was so much reflection around the devices that were doubled that there were people doubting on Facebook that I had a doubled die at all. I'm going to share my screen and show the solution to that problem that I had, and maybe that could apply to this. This is the doubled die that I was trying to show. And because the devices were braided so badly around, I was getting bad reflections all the way around here, that when I took the coin and put it on a small ramp that I made and took a picture of it at an angle, and you could see now that this was thicker and is the double die obverse of a 71 Denver compared to a normal coin. And that was a convincing factor to be able to show the difference in the two. Because otherwise, the original photos that I posted were of a flat coin on a flat surface. And I could see it with a loop, and I could see it in the photos myself because I knew they were there, but no one else could. But it was this taking a picture of this coin at an angle on a small ramp is what did the difference.
And I've had similar effect doing that, using little ramps and little stuff, little tricks, and trying to play around with the lighting angle. You're going to have better luck playing around with the lighting angle than trying to manipulate the light that's coming in and reflecting off the surface.
And these, don't get me wrong, this is not a photo taken flat and this is angled. They were both angled pictures. This is just a normal 71 Denver, and this was the doubled 71 Denver, both on the same angle shots. Because before I wasn't able to show the doubling on the base of the L. See how badly braided that is? When it's laying flat, those just give off so much reflection that you cannot see that doubling. So that's a tip or a trick, and I don't know if it applies to what this person was trying to get at for better pictures to show, but try an angle.
One of the tricks that I use when I'm looking at coins and I'm thinking that there is something there, and maybe there's something there, or maybe there's not, and I just can't figure it out, because you look at coins for so long, everything is there. I actually keep a little hand towel or a washcloth or one of those microfiber towels on my desk, and then I just put the coin away. I just put it on that towel and I stop staring at it, because the more you look at it, the more stuff you're going to see. So I will put it away for a couple of days, and then I'll re-look at it with a fresh pair of eyes. And a lot of times you will not see those marks that you saw the first time. So don't be afraid. Just don't keep staring at the coin, because you're just going to see more and more and more stuff, because your mind and your eyes want you to see that. So I keep a towel and I just keep stacks of coins on it, and then I just revisit those coins at a later time with fresher eyes and a fresh mind. Yeah.
Take a break and come back. You know, if I'm going through a bunch of rolls of coins, I like to set aside stuff that looks interesting to look at later, preferably on the next, another day, when I'm a little bit fresher and I can look at it with fresh eyes and fresh mind, and sometimes even kind of bouncing around in my head for a little bit.
Shay's when I get tired of looking at coins, I like to cherry pick on eBay.
I really would like to give you guys a little bit of feedback out there. We get a lot of pictures, a lot of questions, and people hit us up to take a look at stuff. And the very first thing that you need to remember is match the variety up first. Then look at the markers to validate, okay? And look at mint mark position to validate. And always do this as you're trying to attribute the coins that you're looking at and looking for things. I find so all too often that people are looking and saying there's a die scratch under the T of Liberty, so therefore it is RPM number 82. Well, no, it's just, and the die scratch isn't even the same as what's actually under RPM 82 or whatever. I'm just making something up. But please match the variety first. Take pictures. When you take pictures and put them on Facebook, make sure they're clear photos of the full front and full reverse. Because people are just going to guess, or Carl will tell you a story that, because we're just all guessing, right? Well, we want to help, and so the best way you could do that is just at least try to figure out how to take a straight on clear picture and attach it to something. That's probably going to get you really far in numismatics, is being able to do that single function on a computer.
I always like to say, help us help you.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, no amount of light filters, no amount of any of that is going to probably make a double dye show any more clear, like FS 101. Most of those FIVA stands, they're not that minor. I mean, to be honest, if you're looking at some little tiny line and FIVA Stanton's got this big doubling going on, you don't have the coin. You just don't. Sorry.
Thank you.
Right? But you guys see what I'm saying, right? Is that match the variety first. If you don't have, if it shows doubling on In God We Trust, and you come to me and say, I know it's that one, but see this line on I?
Yeah.
No, it has to, everything has to match on that coin. So sorry, I'll get off my soapbox, but we have a lot of it where people think that, a die scratch on one part of the coin means that the whole coin is a double die. And you can't make that assumption. Find the variety first, then match up the other stuff. All right.
Not the other way around.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
Good job, Shay. You just dashed everybody's dreams.
I know. Oh, no matter how much you want that coin to be a double die, it's not if it doesn't match.
Really not.
It's really not.
Just a little footnote onto what Shay said. When you're going through the listings on Variety Vista, Wexler's, Copper Coins, looking for that particular variety, you're actually seeing all the other varieties as you're going through that. So you're conditioning your mind that, oh, wait a minute, I thought I saw that, or I know where to find that mark. So you're just conditioning your mind to be looking at different areas of the coin and getting familiar with those sites. It is going to enhance your coin world searching and your cherry picking, because you kind of know what you're looking for now and where to look on these coins.
Yeah. And when you're first starting, you think everything is a double die. Everything is RPM. But I tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on every year, every denomination. And your best place to start would be to go to PCGS and look at the price table and go click on that year, that denomination, and look at the big, beautiful pictures that they put up there, high resolution images. And then look at that coin and compare it to the one you have. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be 99,000 times out of 100,000 times. It's going to be an anomaly that's on the normal version of the coin as well. So I'm just, trying to make sure you guys know that there is less valuable doubling that occurs called master die doubling and working hub doubling, and this stuff is on every coin. So check that first, right? And yes, you do have doubling. You do have hub doubling. All right, but it's just less valuable. So there you go. I hate deflating people's bubble, because I love this. I love it. The thrill of finding a variety. I even love the thrill of finding MDO. But hey, that's just me, because I go, oh, now I have an example that I can show others of master die doubling or working hub doubling, right? And I can say, look, this coin's not too worn for me to show you the difference. Yes, it has this type of doubling and that type of doubling. This type of doubling is on every coin of that year and denomination, but this type of doubling isn't. And so that's what makes it special. Here you go.
No, we've all been there. We have all been there.
Yep.
Anyway, let's see. Oh, we have more questions. And we're almost done. Oh, it's not a question. guess who gets to show off?
Is it Coin Dragon?
It's not me.
Adam,
Maybe.
he's smiling.
Yeah.
Oh man,
What's
yeah.
up, Doc?
Your email, you read it.
Okay.
It's normal for after a show. You gotta show off.
This
the
is
goods.
for my Vegas show cherry picks. Good evening, everyone. I thought I would share some of my coin show cherry picks. These were all picked up on the first day of the Vegas coin show at the Bellagio. This was my first PCGS Vegas show, and I've been to, but didn't realize that since they pay for all the tables for the dealers, they decide who can attend. So therefore, NGC, Annex, and Great Collections were not there. So I wasn't able to submit some of my stuff. They do provide free breakfast and free lunch, which was nice. So I found a 1886 Morgan, graded NGC MS62. It's a VAM 21, which is the line through the designer initial on the obverse. And then I found a 1938 D over S FS 513. It's probably Mint State 66. And then I found a 1958 Flying Eagle reverse with a cud. Probably about extra fine. Problem free, no issues.
I think I saw your pictures of the flyer. But
Yeah.
I don't think I saw
Yeah,
the
I
rest.
shared that one.
Oh, buddy.
That one's on the M of down here by the neck
Yeah.
on the designer initial. You can see the little line through it. Yep.
There's a cuddly.
Yep, that's the cud for the 58.
Very cool. Decent grade, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's flip it over. Show the.
Whoa.
What?
It's bricks.
Ran into a firewall.
Oh, God.
What the?
You said Shay's green screen again?
Is that a Woody?
It's a bricky.
It's a bricky. There you go. A stony.
Explain that, Adam. Did you already?
So this is a D over S. This is the FS 513. If you go back to the mint mark, I'll show you. There you go. And it's got the extra part at the bottom too, but it was hard to capture with my scope. But it has doubling at the bottom of the D and then inside the D there.
That's so crazy.
And he was selling that coin for like $45. And it's, it was probably, like I said, it's probably a Mint State 66 quality coin. That really good luster, some nice toning.
Struck through brick.
That's a good thing. I'd say if you ever want to see a beautiful buffalo nickel, find a nice high grade 1938D. They were a lot of them were held, and something about that last year, the dies they pulled out all the dies to, I guess, use them up or whatever. So you find some really beautiful, nice strong strikes on them.
So if that was the buffalo, would that be a brickle?
What happened? I'm confused about the brick image on this nickel.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
Is that the reverse we're looking at?
That's the obverse. I can see.
Actually, I think that's the flyer looking at the
Yeah, that's the flyer.
The flyer. Wait,
Flying Eagle.
That's so
why am I? You're not explaining this very well for me anyway.
Have all my coins had bricks on them tonight? Because
no, just these.
Just these?
No, just started, man.
Oh, so this is not on the coin.
No.
Oh,
No. That's what I
on the coin.
Let me restart my OBS. I'll be back in a minute.
Man.
Okay, it's starting to make a lot of sense now.
Did you
I'm like,
think
it's a coin with a sticker on it, and
Oh, flashbacks really stink, man.
did you think you're having a medical condition there, Carl?
But I thought, why aren't you guys talking about the bricks? Because I thought I was just joking about the green screen problem she was having in the past.
House.
That's crazy.
Look at Mighty.
I guess it's the green tint on the coin.
It's gotta be, man.
And it's just not letting me take the it's not letting me take the filter off. I have been working for weeks, literally weeks, to try to fix this, and I don't know where it is. But hey,
Well, I would send it in, Adam.
It's actually a really nice grade. It's the dealer even goes. He goes, I said, "Can you give me a deal on this one?" And he goes, "Well, I'll give you $5 off." And I said, "Okay." You know, because it was a cut. I was like, I know I could sell that for more than what he was selling it for sure if I was to sell it. But I'll probably keep it because it's actually my first cut that I found out in the wild. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I just found my very first ones probably about 8 months ago, Adam. I don't know if I've not been paying proper attention or what has been going on, but.
And then when I got back home, I eBay cherry picked too and found some stuff.
yeah, I wasn't able to get all those loaded.
At least it wasn't an emu. I like the commercial.
Let's see if this works. Hey,
now it has an X on it.
still.
That marks the spot.
Marks the spot.
Yeah.
You know,
Again, bricks.
behind
It's
the
an
screen.
Easter egg.
Yeah.
Just kick through this brick wall. and
It's
get
a
off
brickle,
the wall.
not a nickel, right?
Yes. I like that electrostatic thing behind Shade, too.
Did you have more, Adam?
Well, I had some eBay cherry picks, but Shay didn't have a chance to load the pictures. So
Okay. I was going to expand on what she was talking before about comparing the images on the attribution sites and your coin, and they have to match exactly in a method that you can do that. I'm going to share my screen and show how I do it.
All righty.
So this is, I'll have copper coins up in the listing that I think is my coin. I've already taken a photograph of the mint mark at one angle, and also I usually take it at a diagonal, and then a picture of the mint mark position with the date. This is what's under my scope. So I will compare my mint mark position with my scope, and then I'll compare the style of the RPM with the close-up of the RPM, and then I'll just take the coin off under the scope and then go and look for the die markers that they are pointing out. So I'll have those three things up on the screen as I'm scrolling through and looking and making sure I've got what I think I've got.
You're so organized, Carl.
This is how I was doing it for that whole roll of 59 Denver RPMs.
Yeah.
I took pictures of each different RPM, and there were 17 different ones. I would take pictures of the mint mark at one angle, and then upright, and then the picture like this. And then I could scroll through these 3 pictures down here, and then I could move this around the coin looking for the die markers, and look for the die markers under my loop is probably the best way to look for die markers on most coins. So just a little tip on how to do that.
That's funny, Carl, because I pretty much do the exact same thing.
Yep, same here.
You know, it's a lot easier to compare the picture to the picture than to keep going, adjusting my eyes from, looking at what I'm looking at through a loop or a scope or whatever, and then trying to go back and forth that way.
Because based on the emails that we get from folks and posts in Facebook, it seems like they're going by memory. This kind of looks like that one RPM I saw. And they go, yeah, that's got to be it, without doing this and doing a side-by-side comparison, especially the mint mark position.
And since I've been using Photoshop, I've done a lot more overlays, and you can if you have a picture, you can just quickly copy it and paste it over the other one and change how the opacity of it, and you can go back and forth. You could create a GIF with a click of a button, an animated GIF, and you could do all sorts of things. I definitely suggest getting yourself some good imaging software to work with, image manipulation. So Coin Dragon's got one. He's going to show a video about a great video showing a coin that he found recently.
Oh, good. I was going to put the link to the video in there, but here we're going to get to see that. Perfect. Yeah,
I got the real thing right here. Okay, so this I'm trying to remember. I think it's 2013.
Yep.
It's either 2012 or 2013. 2013. Wexler's listing number 2, double die reverse. You can see the distortion on these designers' initials pretty easily. Let me slide over to the other side. And, oh, Lord, look at those ones. They're pretty puffy, too.
Big old fatty.
Slide a little bit. There we go. But the real kicker here is the incused letters in E pluribus unum. Now, they don't get bigger because it's a double die. Remember, the die itself has been double hubbed. So the flat areas are also doubled, and you wind up with distortion like this on incused lettering. Remember, these are incused on shield sets. And it pretty much extends. Look at the B there. It looks like an 8 almost. The R. It looks like alien lettering or something. If I have one, I was going to grab another shield for comparison.
But the last few years, the quarters have been driving everybody crazy because they think they see doubling on the incused letters.
Yeah, those quarters, they could go away.
Yes, they can.
But if you find something that looks more like this on those letters, now you're talking. And I think, is there a quarter with incused doubling on it?
I have not heard of one.
I don't think I've heard of one. I've heard of just about every other matter of doubling.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, so touchy. There's a normal B. And that's on a 2016.
See, my brain switches that to being raised instead of recessed and incused.
I know you got to blink a couple of times and turn your head sideways or something to make it
recessed letters.
Exactly.
But it was
having a portable light like this helps too.
When Frank showed the 2 different unums, the normal and the doubled, that was night and day to me, and was explained everything.
I'm glad it helped. Because, yeah, that does get confusing. Sometimes you'll see MD on incused lettering, and it looks like two separate incused images. Well, that is MD, folks. This is what true hub doubling does to incused devices.
Did you see Adam's question? When the incuse is machine doubled, is it thicker or fatter?
It can be, yes.
Which? Oh, thicker or fatter. Yeah.
It can be complete separate images, too.
Thicker and fatter. Got it.
But when you see, yeah, just like wavy oddness like this, think wavy steps. The old designation they used to give to some memorials.
So thin and wavy.
I would venture to guess that this is probably the furthest of doubling that people were expecting on incuse lettering.
Quite probably.
Thanks, Frank.
Oh, that light made it perfect. So the shiny spots are on the flat surface.
So much for that.
Sorry.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
you got to wrap your brain around.
Very cool.
So if I wanted to show one of the coins that I picked up off eBay, do you do that? Like, can you do the share screen thing?
Yeah, sure.
How's that? Do I just
Look
click
at
the
those
share
ones.
button?
Yep, just share your screen.
That's a decent example of shield reverse doubling on that one.
Why
What a
Adam
fun.
is working on that part of it. We talk about coin shows and we go to these coin shows and we're finding this, we're finding that. If you guys are not going to coin shows, you should really start trying to at least spend a little time in them. You're going to see coins in there that you'll probably never ever see in your lifetime or own, because some of that stuff is just so rare or so hard to come by. It was pointed out in the chat, it's a great learning experience.
Mhm.
Spend some time at the shows, you're going to see stuff. You're actually going to start marketing yourself. These dealers are going to start recognizing you if you go to them all the time, and they're going to give you, well, you're here all the time. Let me take $8 off of that coin since you're interested in it. So coin shows is very, very educational. I love going to them to try to find some stuff, but I'm seeing stuff at shows that I'd probably never ever see in my hand. I'll see pictures of it and stuff like that, but to actually see it up close and personal, it's just amazing. CoinZip is a site that it's pretty updated with the shows, and you could click on what state you are and it will have a list of the shows that are in that state. So
Is it working?
there we go.
Yeah, let's
All
go.
right, I'm done. Let's go to Adam's coin.
There is 1941. Do you see what I see? Look at the God we trust.
Do you see what I see?
That's
Beautiful
wonderfully,
quarter, man.
beautifully shiny.
Gorgeous quarter. Oh.
And
Yeah, it is.
this is the FS 103, which is actually a little bit rarer than the other two.
Look at the end of the ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I had a 41S that was like that, I think it was.
That's one of your pickup points, is that ribbon end, and then of course the In God We Trust.
And it also has a little die crack that goes across the bust. That's also a pickup point for this variety. But I paid $44 for it.
Oh, lovely.
And this is probably a mid-state 66, at least.
for
Maybe
the
65.
the luster.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll show you the reverse. I
And
guess.
the marks, relatively free of marks.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Look at the feathers on the breast, even.
Yeah.
And so this is the one I had to check on to make sure that, they were sending me that coin, because I was like,
Yeah, not one of
I wouldn't
100
have
they have in
been-
stock.
I wouldn't have been happy.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have stunk.
And then there was, of course, I bought another Franklin today. But here,
Well, of course you did.
let me show you the 44 44S here.
Jeez. D over S? Or S over D?
No, this is another double die.
Oh,
And a little bit more for this one.
that's the one I had, the 44S. But it was nowhere near that grade.
Look at that, the UST
Yeah, look at that.
and the G.
That
It's got notching on the G.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me go over to the initials. This is where it's crazy. Look at the initials.
Full screen.
Oh yeah, look at all that doubling.
Yep. So this
Looks
is
like those Kennedys.
Yeah.
same seller. This is FS 101.
Don't give out that seller's name. I got him on my saved list.
Well, now I've seen Adam. I know who's bidding against me on this one.
Does the background look familiar?
We've been cherry picking him for years.
He's got good stuff, I have to admit. He sells a lot of Morgan dollars and piece dollars. If anybody's interested in Morgans and pieces, go to this guy. He sells some good coins. So anyway, that's all I got.
All right, we got one last thing I had queued up, and let me grab that. And
Yeah, look at that. Eric said he was taking notes on the seller too. Yeah, but guess I'm gonna have to find somebody else.
Have to match up that background.
This guy's going to wake up tomorrow and his inventory is going to be white.
I bought a real nice 84cc Carson City Morgan from him too. Mint State 65. Beautiful.
oh, I guess it would be helpful if I turned my camera on.
Well, you got half of it right. At least you weren't muted this time.
I'll read. Son H, a repunch date. Hello, Sean and panel. I went to the store Saturday and bought and found this repunch date in a discount container for $12 and thought I would share it with those who enjoy cherry picking coins. They're still out there, so keep searching. I thank all of you on the panel for your contribution to the coin community. Keep up the great tradition of collecting. You're welcome, Scott.
Repunch date, 2-cent piece
Or Indian head.
or Indian head. That's right.
Or shield nickel.
Well, just stop.
How about 3-cent nickel?
Oh, see,
Everybody's wrong.
everybody's wrong.
It's a trickle.
I love picking these. I love.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's a good one.
Boy, somebody was one-eyeing it with the date punches that day.
Wow.
It must have been after lunch because they're allowed to have drinks after lunch or during lunch.
Lunch?
Liquid lunch.
It was right after the Civil War. There was a good chance he only had one eye.
Yeah. These are so much fun to find. When you're
Wow.
you know how hard it is to keep yourself from like dancing right there, and you don't want the dealer to know that you just picked one from his stock and he's going to sell it to you, and hey, can you give me a deal, and he's going to sell it for cheaper, and you know what's on that.
Sometimes I feel like I almost have to tell them after I buy it, oh, by the way,
No. It's best not to. I know from experience. You don't want to do that because they just get mad at you.
Thank you for the 1854 large O seated Liberty.
Then I'm gonna turn around and make $1,300 off your $12.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you for the reeded edge 1836 half.
Oh, must have, yes.
Is that it's strawberry.
And make sure you throw that out there after you've asked for it.
Hey, Scott, that's a good find on that.
Yeah, good job, Scott. Way to go.
Hey, you can't wait till it gets into your mailbox. You're like, come on, nothing happened, get here.
Mail don't fail me now.
Good job with the close-ups too.
Yeah.
It's real hard when you find something at a coin show and you know what it is, and there's like a $3 price tag on it. Not to have to like change your socks because you urinated all over yourself.
He's known the guy for years and he knows that he searches for him. That's cool. That's good. See, that's even better. I have an LCS like that. He's like, I see you brought your extra eyes, and I have like 3 devices on me, so he knows exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. And he don't care because you keep going back every week buying stuff from him.
That same guy? Oh, cool.
Yeah, the same guy, Frank. That's
awesome.
Right. Yeah. He's great. Great.
We're coming back as soon as all this is blown over.
He's involved with all the coin shows, and he's running the coin shows in town. He's going to the club meetings. He's helping kids. I just go into a shop and sit there and listen to some of the stuff that he tells kids and that he tells people coming in, bringing in their coin. This guy's great. Definitely lucky to have him in town. So.
You are. I love those guys. I've got kind of both types near me. The complete polar opposites.
Yeah.
My local LCS actually has an eBay store, and that's where they sell all their varieties on. So when they get coins in, they pick them out and throw them on eBay for sale, and then they put everything else in the cabinet that are just book fillers. I stopped going to them. I wasn't finding nothing.
Yeah, you're doing good with your coin dealer if he lets you look through all the boxes and the back shelves and stuff and brings them up.
Yeah. You're doing real good if your dealer lets you behind the counter.
Yeah.
Somebody brought these in the other day. I thought you might want to take a look at them. Oh, wonderful.
We were talking about shows earlier. I think the show that's up in North Georgia, up in Dalton, is going to be on the middle of the month. I want to say it's 16th, 18th, something like that. So I might be there. I'll make sure I wear a shirt or hat or something.
There's a Houston coin show this weekend, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go or not. I've got to talk to the wife and see if she's going to let me go. So
you've been going a lot.
I know. I went to the Waco coin show this last weekend, so now I'm going to go to the Houston show.
Yeah,
there's 40 tables. It's not as big as the Houston money show, but it's still it's pretty good.
That's one thing. The PCGS show was really small. It wasn't as big as what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Eric Moritz had a good tip. Like when you find a 3-cent piece like that with a variety on it, he said when you buy, then you buy 2 extra coins to try and hide the pick that you just did.
I've done it.
Yep.
The other day, yeah.
Well, to be honest, guys, when I'm at a show and I sit at a table and I've just gone through their inventory and I don't find anything, I'm going to pick out a nice coin, a $10, $15 coin, just to throw them a bone.
Yeah.
Next time they're going to say, okay, it's okay if he goes through my inventory. He's going to buy something. That guy is a buyer.
Yeah.
And so if you're known as the buyer, and then they're going to be much more open to you searching through their stuff.
Yeah. it's kind of good manners. I mean, you're sitting there
Yeah.
taking up a chair and table space that somebody else who would buy a lot from them would be. I mean, at least buy a couple. Try to find something that you can buy.
Yeah. And try to move over, and if somebody comes up and needs help, make sure they know that they have his attention and not yours, and get out of the way. And,
Yeah.
Don't want to inhibit the dealer from getting sales. So. Yeah. Because, I mean, have you ever walked up to a table and you've seen like another dealer sitting there going through, and he's got like 10 slabs and a couple of grand worth of coins that he's going to buy, or 10 grand worth of coins? You don't want to walk to that table at the moment, right?
No.
Yeah. If there's some guy looking through a box, looking at coins like this, okay, that's fine. Well, that's all we have for the night.
That's it, folks.
Man, lots of exciting coins.
Good eye candy tonight.
Oh, beautiful eye candy tonight. It's just great when we start getting submissions like that, and that stuff's being found. People are searching, they're learning, it's being found. It's great for the hobby. It's great for us. It's great for them. Love every bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't agree more.
The more eyes that are out there looking for these things, the more of them are going to be found eventually.
Yeah.
Think of it that way too.
Yep. And was it you, Frank, that mentioned that stuff is being found more because people are cashing in coins because of the pandemic?
No, there's that, but I think there have been like some hoards at like Federal Reserves that got released too. Some stuff that has been hiding for a long time. Like I found that 71 die 1 like while we were streaming that one day.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. I'm seeing a lot more of these bigger ones starting to come out. There's a 92D, close AM.
I
think we're going to see more.
I need a box of 2009 Jefferson nickel rolls.
Well, yeah, you, me, and about 8,000 other people.
It's the kind of hoard I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man, I looked at the whole show. I looked for them for you too. So I looked for stuff that you wanted and what Paula wanted, and I just.
I'm gonna adjust my expectations of what I'm willing to pay on those. Is what I'm gonna have to do. Hey, that's how the market works.
Which mint are you looking for, Jeff?
The 2009 P and 2009 D Jefferson nickel rolls, an original, like original Loomis or Stringer or whatever.
I found some dimes, but I haven't found any nickels.
Dimes I've been able to find. Yeah, the nickels, like going back to what I was talking about before, is I'm trying to put together some sets to sell in the Jefferson Nickel Facebook group. And just some sets because all the mint sets were SMS. They're not business strikes, so they're kind of tough, and actually kind of pick through and find some possible high grade examples that I could send in for grading.
Since it is a 2009, I mean, it's 11 years old. I mean,
yeah,
we'll be willing to pay at least 5x face value for them.
I'm sure somebody's probably hoarding boxes of them. Probably.
So a $2 roll of OBW nickels, we'll do 5x face value for them, $10 a roll.
Low price on D, which is the lower of the two, is $45 for a roll. P's are north of $60 to $70. Seems to be, if not more.
Yeah.
Amazing in a modern coin roll. They're that expensive.
And grade the whole roll and sell them all.
And you know what's crazy? That particular date of nickel was not really hoarded compared to, say, a 38D Buffalo, where people knew that it was like the last date, it was special. And they just decided to hoard them all. And that's why there's a lot of mint state 38Ds out there.
It kind of goes back to where we were talking about earlier with the night, when you look, and they've got kind of like some mention of that in the Red Book, is why certain dates like the 31S, you can find those in AU and BU all day long, not expensive. Yeah. 14D, those coins got spent. Those coins were circulated, and what you see now are going to be lower grade examples because they were well used. During World War I and post World War I.
Same with the 20s, all the 20s.
Exactly.
Yeah, all the barber coinage, nobody saved that. People thought they were uglier than sin. And now they're some of the most prohibitively expensive coins.
I don't know why I just don't like the design. I don't really.
It's hard to fall in love with.
Is it a little bit too masculine for you, Adam?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just, compared to other designs, I just don't think it's.
No, that's the Susan B's.
A really nice, lustrous barber dime, or man, it's.
Well, I mean, if it's uncirculated, definitely.
Yeah, like I like especially the reverse.
I am especially fond, and every time I see one, it's the most craziest looking coin, a deep cameo proof barber anything.
Yeah.
Because the way that they were made back in the day, if you had one that was particularly frosty, it looked more ghostly than anything else.
Yeah,
it's just the craziest looking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the Liberty V also a little bit.
That's another one that looks really nice in cameo, and Liberty seated in cameo is amazing.
Ooh, man. Those are gorgeous.
Those Liberty V's, I mean, the only one I'm missing from my set is the 13S. So
$3,
Yeah, I think only 5 are known, and all 5 are accounted for, and they're in the Smithsonian, and I'll never own one.
Unless you win the lottery, right? Maybe if you win the lottery.
No, I could think of better things to spend money on besides the 13S. That would be cool.
Eric, I was going to say that's a limiting belief to say that you'll never own one.
Yeah, we gotta think positive, man.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to print a picture of one and put it on my wall.
I don't know. It's like one of those silly questions you get when you drive through the Starbucks window and they got, do you like this or that? It's like, would you take one of those, or would you take one of every other coin out there?
Ooh. Well, at Starbucks prices, I don't want any of them.
One of every other one. Yeah, there are some nice coins out there that are worth millions, but there's just a few. What Blue Ridge? What was the last $1 million coins? There's a short count of those, a pretty short count, isn't there?
Yeah, there was a short count. Your was an $1804. Your was a $17.99 large cent. I mean, there's a host of various colonials too that fit in that conversation.
Yeah,
there's a lot. I mean, I think the upcoming 1933 Double Eagle, they're estimating 8 to 10 million just on that coin alone. So. Yeah, it's there's a few white whales.
What about the 94S barber dime? Is that one?
I think that's close. I think the last recorded sale, it was like 900K or something like that, but it's been a while. So I think if the next one did hit the market, it would certainly go over $1 million.
Well, I tell you what, you guys searching for coins out there, searching at shows, searching through inventory, searching for everything. The only way you're going to be able to find it is if you know what it looks like and you know the details of what you're looking for. So do that, learn it, and maybe there'll be a great find for you in your future. I'm pretty sure of that.
And most importantly, if anything else, have a general idea of what a counterfeit looks like. because
Yeah,
some of these coins are widely counterfeited.
that's right.
And that's always a tough one, to learn. You have a coin that maybe was in your grandmom's collection for a while. She had passed on, left that to you, and you find out it's a electro type copy or a cast counterfeit, or
Find that uncirculated 1893 Morgan, you'd be good.
Oh yeah, like
Keep
mid-state.
checking that change. Stuff is being found every week.
Yep. A little slightly
High dollar stuff is being found.
Slightly off topic. Those of you who might be, my age, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger. We were talking about the 94S Barber dime. I was reminded of this the other day. There's a Beverly Hillbillies episode that involves a 1894S dime that is hysterical.
You are dating yourself with that show.
Yeah. The long and short of it is that Mr. Drysdale shows a coin album to Jethro, and somehow Granny comes across the dimes and spins a 94S dime in a vending machine in the bank. So it's worth a laugh.
Well, that's pretty well. It's Jeff. It's funny that you bring that up because there was a similar story of I think there was a little girl that ended up taking that dime out of his dad's collection, who I think was a politician or something.
Bought ice cream with it, right?
What's that?
Didn't she buy ice cream with it?
She bought ice cream with it. Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's like one of those old tales that you always hear of. But yeah, it's.
There was a guy had bought or stole a coin collection worth $30,000 and went and cashed it in at the Coin Star.
That's dumb.
Yep. Nope. No more emails?
Oh, we're done.
No,
We're done.
we're just chit chatting.
Shooting the breeze.
Shooting the breeze. I wish some of that breeze would come through this window over here, man. It's warm in this house.
Y'all ready to wrap it up?
I think they want us to.
Yeah.
Jeez, we're not that bad, guys.
Was it? Well, you've heard the saying, same bat time, same bat channel. How about we coin the phrase, same coin channel, same coin time?
There you go. See you guys next time. Thank you all for coming here, and thank you to our moderators and Paula, Delicious, everybody out there. Thank you for coming and supporting us. We appreciate it. And keep sending your pictures and questions to us. We'll keep going through.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Take care. Get us up to 1,000 subs. Hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends. Tell your wife or your girlfriend or significant other, even though they think you're crazy. All right. Anyways, enough chit chat. We're really leaving.
Good night,
Good night, everyone.
Night.